This is Bibi again. Um, it's like the third time I'm trying to make this recording because it's the second time today I try to make the recording, and she pushes me on, like, I get her name out, and that's what she wants. You see, if I put her name out there, then it'll look like I am targeting her, or I'm putting some kind of death warrant out on her, or I'm taking some kind of contract out on her, or I am making, setting gang stalk. I know what she's trying to do. If I mention her name in one of these videos, she can turn around and sue me. I ain't got shit. She wants the website. I don't know. And somehow to get me to do something where she feels justified. The woman needs 24 hours a day attention. It's all about her, 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 all about her. The people that she's paying, why don't she get them to give her attention? Why is she trying to squeeze it out of me? Why would she try to squeeze the attention out of me? But anyway, there is something at the back of your neck. Golf ball, not the size. I had a friend, when I moved to that part of California where she lives, or wherever, I believe that he was also the victim of gang stalking. He lived in a trailer. It's a big trailer, but he lived in a trailer. Almost looked like a little house. And I was renting a room from him. And he said they took it out because his was like almost the size of a golf ball, and he fell over. What I believe is that every time I'm talking, and clearer what's happening. I have a feeling that somebody in their gang got caught, and the person is telling the authorities what they did. I think he's telling the authorities, or she is telling the authorities what they did. So they must have done real doozy to me. So she's trying to get me killed. She's trying to kill me, because if they find me, they're not getting out of jail. I'm thinking they're going to get 150 years maximum in the prison. They probably will last, I don't know how long. Because these people are not, they say, 2 cents to deal with. It's being damaged. I've watched my ad campaign go from over $100,000 a year down to nothing. It's running all the time when there's nothing. It's running to nothing. It's like I'm just watching, and like I don't want to scream. I want to punch something. I'll get angry. Is not the word for it. Just angry all the time. A constant state of upheaval. Like she just said this, like, what with her is like, it's like she feels what's the word? It's like this confidence that she feels, or it could be a false bravado. Like she's pushing me to make my credibility less than credible. Pushing me to act in this irrational, loudmouth, always angry, which is synonymous with drug use, alcohol abuse, mental diseases, or all three. It doesn't really matter. I'm tired of saying that too. It's the same thing over and over. This is how she wants to portray me. Why would they do this? Either have me portray this way on video by my own volition, because I'm voluntarily putting these videos out there, and no, the crawl spaces in the house, because I don't have the entrance to the crawl spaces. With that being said, I don't know how many of you are suffering from this, but there's a lump at the back of your neck. If you haven't experienced it, you probably will. It comes out and then it gets bigger and bigger. In my case, it was getting bigger and then it collapsed. But it's still there. It's itching. And this spot right here at the back of my head. In California, I woke up one morning and there was blood on my pillow. There was blood on my pillow, and I was wondering if my nose was bleeding, or did I have a pimple? Was my ear bleeding? I don't know how it got there. I don't know how, but it was blooded. It was blooded on the pillow. I just don't know. I was thinking that's a big nosebleed if that's the case. Or maybe the cat had hemorrhoids and she sat on the pillow. I don't know. So that might be something happened at the back of my head here or at the back of my neck. Which means if they had to implant something, that's when it happened. They were able to implant it then. Which means I had to be in a really deep sleep. How does that happen? I mean, for somebody to do that and I didn't wake up, how does that happen? How does it happen? I don't know. But I was in a motel room here in Oklahoma, and like I left to go with my friend to buy groceries. I came back, and the cat was bleeding at the top of her head. There was blood on the pillow. The cat was terrified of going in the bathroom. She was terrified. She would just run out. I couldn't hold her because the litter box was just inside the bathroom in the motel. So I had to bring her, I had to put pads down and then have her just go on the pad. For like 3 days, and she still never went back in there. She didn't want to. She was terrified of it. I don't know what scared her so much in that motel room. I have no idea what scared her in the motel room. Well, anyway, the people must have thought I was paranoid because I didn't know if she was coming through the mirror. When I said that, don't get me wrong, don't think that I'm crazy. The mirror, the other side of the motel probably has the same thing. So there's a space there. Now I don't know if the mirror can be pushed in from in the crawl space in between the two rooms or not. That's what I was thinking. I don't know, because I was looking for a way how they got in, but they were getting through the door. They were coming through the door. Now see, like I said, there's different levels of gang stalking. What they're doing to me, like, is either she's taking out a contract on me or something. Because the things that are happening to me are not normal. I mean, I don't know about gang stalking. I'm now finding out about it, but a lot of people say that, cars would be passing, vehicles would be doing this, prank phone calls. This we're talking about invading and touching my body. That's attempted murder. It's attempted murder. I think she's put a contract out on me. I don't know how they did this, but there's probably ways that they do it. I don't know. She really just wants me dead. She wants me dead. I don't know why. This woman is a dangerous woman, that I know for sure. She's dangerous, and she's a nasty little beast. She doesn't look like it. She's one of those women where naturally your looks are deceiving. If you see her, you would never associate her with do the things that I'm saying. But she does. She does. So I don't know if many of you have that thing in the back of your neck. When I moved to her part of California, the part where she lives, well, it wasn't where she lived was the next city. I rented from a guy, and like I said, he was living in a trailer, and he had a big one. And I think he was also the victim of gang stalking. Because he said he went to church one day and he came home and thieves had broken in, or people had broken in. They didn't steal anything, but they were making soup on his stove. So he was going through his own. I think he wanted somebody in his house too, just for somebody to be there to help him. Mostly that's what a lot of people are doing. They just want somebody in the house to help them. Depressed, I stayed with someone. I rented a room. And this was since 2009. Now, I don't know how far back this goes. I rented a room from someone, and they told me that they already had a person who had rented the room, and that she was just there, and she never stayed in the room. She would just come once in a while. She was paying the rent, but she just come once in a while, almost like she was reserving that room. Or I don't know what she was doing in the room. She would just come once in a while and stay there. And then and the woman said it creeped her out. The person who owned the place, who owned the house, said it creeped her out. Said it creeped her out. So she had to let her go, and then I was offered the room. You think? Second thing, and this was in 2014, I believe. One of the people that's involved in this, same age, same name. This was happening in 2014, around where I was at the time. Somebody by the same age, identical name, identical situation. Somebody involved in this right now. All I'm saying is this looks mighty weird. That means this went back a long way. A long way. Further than I cared. Must have started in 2001 or 2 when my wallet got stolen inside a Food Max. It got stolen. I think it started since then. Because they had access to everything. Everything, including my social, everything. So they know everything inside out. Not to mention they're head crawlers. They crawl everything. They're coming. It's like they're living your life in your head. I don't know what they get from it, but that's what they want. I don't know if it's a drug that's causing this, if it's a government designed weapon that's causing this. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if it's legal. I don't think so. I don't know. But again, you and I have a right to privacy, don't we? We're supposed to have a right to privacy, and these people are taking it away. What is the government doing? Absolutely nothing. This is why everybody blames them. First of all, the weaponry might have been something they designed. Whether it's legal or not, they're not doing anything about it. It's so easy for these people to do these things, and so they do so much. And the more they do, the more they realize that they can push these boundaries and nobody is taking any actions or doing anything, is the more they continue to do. There is a dragnet. I'm wishing and hoping that it would actually hurry up and get the job done and catch them. Enough is enough, because you have them running around. Surely they must be individually or as a collectively as a group on whichever government agency's radar it is. It's the holdup. You're just waiting for them to kill a few more of us? Why? This isn't fair. This is not fair. These are people, when they're cornered, they will fuck with people, even worse. They've done it before, obviously. They don't care. They will take hostages if they have to. I know they will. They're bad people. They're bad people. I mean, look what they're doing to us. Doing to us. The woman who said the next thing they do is going to throw acid in my face. Yesterday I was sitting here and a drop of liquid came down and hit me right here, right here. I was on the phone with someone. It just came down and hit me right there. No, where that blood came from, I don't know. But look out for the back of your neck. And incidentally, in 2020, I had this. This is when mine started. My friend, he had it too. Because we were in a car, we were both talking about it. He had one, was getting bigger, and so did I. What are the odds that we would both have that? The guy, my friend that I rented from in California, he's passed now. He had it. He had a big one the size of a golf ball. They had to take it out. The person who was supposed to be helping her back in 2020, when I thought she was being abused, he is claiming he had one too. He's claiming he had one too. But it was just cuts off your oxygen. So what are the odds that all of us have it? Coincidence? I think not. Who can I get to listen to me? As soon as I start saying this, they're going to say I'm crazy and shut me down. I don't know what to do. I mean, everybody's, yes, it's happening, but it's like we have to adjust ourselves that this is never going to stop until they kill us. Like making our lives a living fucking hell. Why are these people doing this? Why? I hate to sound like a whiny baby, but I don't understand why. What are they doing? And why? But be careful for this thing right here, because I don't think it's a good thing, because it could be a blood clot and it could travel in the brain and cause an aneurysm or a stroke. So be careful of it. Too many people around me has it, or had it.